Good morning, coronavirus shut-ins once more. Really has been a lot of cooking going on lately, I've noticed on Facebook, and a lot of pierogi making too. I'm so proud of everybody. Today we are going to do cabbage rolls. They're very, very good. Okay, cabbage rolls. Cabbage rolls are also known as halotki in the Polish, or pigs in the blanket, which never really sounded that appealing to me. So we're just going to stick with cabbage rolls. So what I want you to do today is start out with, you need some rice. You need 1.5 to 2 cups of rice. So cook your rice. Make sure your beef is thawed. I get my beef from a local farmer, and this is how it comes packed in 1-pound packages, the best. So do that once everything is done, and then we'll come back to you. Okay, we put our hamburger. Here's our hamburger. Just sort of mush it up a little bit. The rice is done. A little hot, so it's going to be a little hard to handle. So I cooked a little extra. Always do extra of everything. So what I want to do is just add a little bit as we go. See how much I want. Okay, so you want to stir it together. And then you want to chop up 1 small onion. You want to put that in there. And you want 2 tablespoons of parsley, a tablespoon each of salt and pepper. So, all that, just like the cooking shows, I had it all ready this time. Chunk of onion. Okay. Except, I forgot my, what was it? The minced garlic. So I cheat. The minced garlic I use, it's in a jar. So you want to use 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Or 1 teaspoon. Not tablespoon. You really have a lot of garlic if you put a tablespoon in there. But to each its own. Okay. So, just mix it up with your hands. Get it nice, everything together. Pull out all these big pieces of onion that didn't chop up very well. Now you also want to add an egg. I didn't set out either. Okay, so we have our egg. Mix that up. Gives it a little bit of a stickier consistency. Holds it together. Very good. Okay, so here's your hamburger. It's ready. You're going to set it aside. And you're going to boil the water. You want a big pot of water. I'll show you on the stove. A bigger pot like this, because you're going to set your cabbage in the pot, because we got to boil it and we got to pick off the leaves. So in the meantime, you want to take your cabbage, put your meat aside, and just clean off the first leaf or 2 just to make sure it's nice and clean. And that's about it. Okay, once our water boils, we'll be back and we're going to show you how to boil them, take the leaves off, cut them nice and neat, and stack them up so you have them for your cabbage rolls. Okay, our water is boiling, as you can see. So what we do is going to take our cabbage, set it down in the water. Sometimes I'll hold it down in just till it starts to boil. Let's see that. Okay. Fog, and we let it boil for 3-4 minutes just to get it softened up a little bit so we can cut it. And we're going to cut it piece by piece by piece. So just as I was saying before, cabbage rolls, I think they're a Polish dinner. So I picked a Polish looking shirt. I figured try to be a little traditional here today. Zuzak, you know, his Polish name. So, okay, we're going to let this boil a few minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, it's been boiling for a few minutes. Still keep holding it down. What you want to do, it's going to sort of be hard to see. Oh, okay, let's try this. We're going to go by the ribs, the one that's on the top. Cut it off. It's a little hot, but okay, we just want to pull it off. Okay, so go around. That of gloves, but our grandpuppies chewed them up and put holes in them, so they're no good anymore. Get another pair. That would be very helpful. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go around and keep trying to get the one that's on the top. Pull those off. Okay. While you cut, you go around, maybe cut 3 or 4 of them off, and then put it back down in the water to boil a little bit longer, and so that you can soften them back up again because you get through each layer. Okay, I want you to do that until you get all your big leaves off. And then when you have your cabbage, whatever cabbage you have left over, which we'll show you later, you can use for a variety of different things. You can make halushki, another Polish dinner. It's noodles, cabbage, and onions. And that's just sauteed until everything's cooked and soft. I don't particularly like it. My husband likes it though, and I know a lot of people that do like it. So, continue pulling off your leaves. Try not to stab yourself here. And when you're done, we'll get back to you. Okay, I got a nice little pile of cooked cabbage leaves here. What you want to do is you want to cut the rib. Here's the rib right here. Just very carefully, because you don't want to cut through it. You just want to trim it off, because that's a little hard right there. Okay, then you want to take some cabbage. Put it in there. Okay, you want to take, just go, it's like folding a baby. Pigs in a blanket, like a baby in a blanket. Okay, roll the sides together, and then just roll it up. There it is. Okay, and you should have a roasting pan. So I'm going to set mine down in the roasting pan as we go. So again, you want to trim the rib. Put some Hamburger in there, or your meat mix. Fold it over, fold in the sides, and continue to roll. Where it ends is where you want to put this down in the pan. Okay, go ahead and continue and finish up all of your leaves, and as soon as we're done finishing our leaves, I'll get back to you to show you how you bake them. Okay, while you're doing your cabbage, if you have a couple big ones, just 2 or 3, probably 3, that you can set aside that you don't need, do that, because when you put them in the oven to bake, this is nice just to lay them on top. It sort of protects them from burning, but we'll get back to that later. So anyhow, keep doing your cabbage. You should probably getting close to done now, so we'll be right back. Okay, hoping my camera does not fall over the way I have it fixed up here so you can see. Here's the cabbage rolls, all nice and neat in there. So what you want to do is you want to take some tomato sauce, just pour over it. I do like a lot of sauce on mine because they will get dry. So I do put a little bit more. That's what you have. I cover it. I put it in the oven at 350 for almost 2 hours. Probably in the last half an hour you can take the lid off and let it brown on top. Oh, I almost forgot. The extra leaves. You want to put the extra leaves, just rip it a little bit so that they'll lay down right on top. I had an awfully big head of cabbage, so I have a lot of extra leaves left. So I'm hoping that my husband will make his halushki. Okay, so there we are. We're going to put it in the oven and we're going to let it cook, and we'll get back when it's done. Okay, they've cooked. Here they are. They look delicious. Lift the lid, or lift those little leaves, and there it is. Okay, it's all done. Doesn't it look good? Now, a lot of people will make mashed potatoes on the side or some nice crusty bread. I'm having a glass of wine with mine. Nostrovia to you. Thank you. Now, if you can remember, subscribe to me when you're on YouTube. That would be just great. And as always, the recipe will be on Facebook, like I always put it. So I want everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.